Right guys, in this video I'm just going to show you what's going on in the fish room. I'm actually just spending a bit of time in the fish room, and as you can see, that's my big male Electrospia. The female is in the pot. They've got regulars in there, so hopefully we'll get the chance to pull some of them if we can. But yeah, I was in the fish room and I was just observing them protecting their wigglers and thought, do you know what, I'll get the camera out and I'll do a bit of a fish room tour. What's actually in this fish room, obviously I've got the South American tank in the front room, which we need to do an update on. We've not done a proper update on that tank. We will do that soon, and I've obviously got a fish tank in the summer house, but we're just going to do the tanks that are in this room today. So yeah, anyway, let's just turn the camera around and have a look, guys. Okay, so no better place to start than obviously with these Electrospia. Now, I'm sorry about the glare, guys. It's just, I just thought, you know what, not turning lights off, we'll just leave the lights on and I'll just show you what's happening. So, yeah, they've had a spawn, and funny enough, this male was actually with another female, but has changed his female, and the female that's in the pot was the female to my last male that I lost. Hope that makes sense. But anyway, these two have paired up. There is some wigglers in the back of that pot. They've not had a massive spawn. Well, I don't think they've had a massive spawn, but it could be that they just picked some of them off. So I was hoping to pull some of these, so I need to be really vigilant and get them at the right time. Obviously, if you look in this tank, turn you around, there's a lot of fish in here that will at any opportunity try to eat those wigglers. And it was this one here was the female that he was with before. I've also got obviously, you know, I've got 10 spirillus in this tank, and I now have 3 pairs. There are actually 3 pairs spawning in this tank at the moment. So where are they? So let me just find them, because actually, do you see the ones in the middle there? You can see that is that 2 males fighting? Because no, that's my pair. So there's a pair in the middle there, which you can see now. Now there is a pair behind that pot. I can just see the male. You can't see them. I think, no, you can't see them, but there is a pair behind that pot, and then there's a pair in them stones. You just can't see them. If they come out, I will show you. I think the male's come out. Can you see the male there? Let's just home in on that male. See him there? He's like fending everything off, and there's the female. So that's one of my pairs. There's a pair in the middle there. 3 pairs, can you believe it? That's brilliant, that. So yeah, it's been really good. This tank, I love this tank at the moment. It's absolutely brilliant. The male's coming out there. So we'll put you back on the normal. The rainbow cichlids have not spawned in this pot, but I'm sure they will at some point. But yeah, this tank is absolutely amazing. I love it. This is my favourite tank by a mile. This is everything that I wanted to do when I mentioned, guys, about, you know, that sort of like, it was a dream, I don't know what you call it, a dream, whatever, a goal, a desire, whatever you want, that I wanted to recreate that Electrospia spirillus tank. Now there is other fish in here, I know that, but at the moment I just don't have the room to move them. There is that Erythis pearsi that I got from Aquatics the other week. That's doing really well. Very small to what it's going to end up like. It's going to grow really big. But yeah, I love this tank, guys. It's honestly, it's amazing. And obviously the great thing for me is that pair there. And if I can pull some of those young, that'll be brilliant. But I'm gonna, like I said, I'm going to have to do it at the right time, because, you know, I want to pull them when they're free swimmers. If I don't get the chance to do that, I could move the pair out and then try them again. But at least I know I've got a pair that are going to give me young. And obviously with the spirillus, I'm never going to get the spirillus out of here. Obviously that was the first pair that started spawning, so I would expect that free swimmers might start showing at some point from there in them. Anyway, guys, so that's that tank, and you know what I feel about these Electrospia. I just love them, and obviously if I can grow some on, that will be brilliant, because they're actually quite rare here in the UK, so if we can get some, we will. But anyway, let's move on to the next tank. So this is the Bria dorae. Now they're in this cube at the moment. I have bought another tank, a 4-foot tank, which I'm going to move these into. There is 4 Bria dorae in there. I have lost 2, which is I'm a bit gutted about, because I'm not sure whether it was the one, because if you've watched my videos before, a couple of months ago on these, there was a pair forming. Now, since I've moved them and lost a couple, I'm not sure, I'm not seeing any pairing action. So I did reach out to Wharf to see if I could get a couple more, but they've sold them out, so that's such a shame. But we've still got 4, and they're growing really well. They eat like pigs. In fact, let's put some food in for them. We'll give them a little bit of a feed, eh? Like I said, they do eat like pigs. In fact, I did soak some food in garlic before, so we'll give them some of that. It's just what I can't think what food it is. I think it was my Northing, so we'll put some of that in. Like I said, they eat really well. That trimac is in there as well. There's a trimac in there of mine that I grew out. It was, like I've told you before, it was a feeder that survived. And actually, if I'm honest with you, I like this better than the one that I've actually grown out. It's actually nicer, I think. So we will see. But like I said, I'm moving these into another tank because I have got some more fish coming for this tank. So we've obviously I've moved the fish room and I've set up more tanks, and electricity's gone through the roof in this country. You know, electricity bills are getting absolutely ridiculous, and I want to sort of like, if I can put myself some money back into this fish room by breeding and you know, selling some fish cheap. I'm not trying to make money, I don't want to make a business out of it, but if I can get myself a bit of money back, then do you know what, it's absolutely worth it. So I've got a nice group of fish hopefully coming next week, so hopefully they'll be here, and they are a beautiful fish, and I will do more around that. I'll do an unboxing video when they get here, and I will show you more around that. But these Bria dorae are doing brilliant. Still hoping, fingers crossed, that I get a pair out of these. And I mean, this one here, I think is male, and I think that one's male. I'm not sure, but I think this is definitely male, I think. But then the other two, I'm not sure. So we'll see. We'll see. But like I said, Wharf have sold out, so I couldn't get any more. These are Rio Salado, and they're absolutely stunning. But anyway, guys, let's go and look at another tank. So these are the Parachromis multifaceters. I did a video on these not that long ago. I can only see 2 of them out at the moment, and then there's the female comic cichlid, of course. So tell you what, let's throw some food in, see if I can get them to come out. I don't know why they're being shy, because they're never usually shy, to be honest with you, but let's put some food in. Let's do it. Let's see. So these, like I say, I've only got 4 of these as well. Oh no, 5 of these, sorry. I've got 5 of these. Yep, look there, there's 3 of them there. The other one of them's, I've got 5, like I say. There's 2, there's another one. One of the bigger ones is coming out, if you can see it there. So let's just zoom in a little bit and have a look. Yep, that's one of the bigger ones that's in the picture now, and the one that's kicking off. They've got fat bellies because I have just fed them, so I'm just throwing more food in. I fed them before, like I said, I'm spending a bit of time in here. I've already fed them, but you know what, I just have to water to entice them out, and they've got little fat bellies on them because they're good eaters. And this one that's at the front here, now the 2 you can see above the bogwood, I'm hoping are a pair, because those 2 are the nicest ones. There's 3 more in there too, so I'm hoping that the bigger 2 are a pair and that they pair off. Who knows, we'll find out. So that's going to take time, there's going to have to be patience. And that female convict, I said I was going to take her out, but I haven't got around to doing it yet, guys, if I'm honest. She'll have to come out at some point, because they will start, I mean, she's being aggressive with them at the moment, but she'll start kicking off, they'll start kicking her head in. So we will get her out at some point. And like I said, you know, I've done a video not that long ago on these, so we'll move on to another tank. Okay, so these are the Montezuma swordtails, the wild caught green swordtails. The light is shining on that heater, so I apologise. Let's have a little bit of a zoom in. That's the female, and there's the male. There is another female in there, so it is a trio of wild caught Montezuma swordtails, and then there is also a group of Corydoras stirbai. There's 10 in there. I did lose one when I was moving the fish tanks around because I did have 11. And there's the other female one, female swordtail. So these are, I really want to breed these. These are something I've wanted. There's the male, the 2 females all in one shot there. I really want to breed these. As something that I've wanted a long time, and that male is stunning. But as you can see, he's had some of his he's lost a bit of his sword. I don't know if that's fighting with the females, I'm not sure, but I've kept an eye on that. I have used a bit of treatment just to make sure it doesn't fungus over, and he's had it now for about 2 weeks, so I think it's healing. Hopefully it'll grow back because it was really long, but they're stunning. And like I said, another breeding opportunity, as are the stirbai cories. Tanks, the lighting on the tank's not the best, like I said, so we'll move on to the next tank now, guys. Okay, so I've just gone on to this one because it's next to the swordtail tank, and this is the rainbow cichlid, the Erotilapia multispinosa fry. There's a fair few in there. I'll be able to move these into a bigger tank pretty soon, to be honest with you, because some of them, I reckon there's some in there that are just under an inch. These have grown really fast, if I'm honest with you. They're probably now around about 6 weeks old, I reckon, so really happy with the growth rate of these. I have, to be honest with you, fed them about 6 times a day. Well, I've tried to do 6 times a day wherever I can. But yeah, these are doing really well. So these they won't be long before these are ready. And like I said, you know, I'll move them into another tank and I'll get them to over an inch, and then we will do something with them. I have got some plans for them. I've got people who want them, so hopefully we'll get rid of most of them. But there's some big ones in there, to be honest. So yeah, that's the rainbow cichlid fry. I'm feeding these on Northfin Fry Starter on a bit of what's it called, flake, some Corydoras pellets, and also there is some albino bristlenose plecos in there. They're all behind that sponge there. You can't really see them, but there's 6 young albino bristlenose plecos, so they will munch on the Corydoras tablets as well. And I've been putting some green tablets in there as well, so they're getting really well fed, this tank. So yeah, anyway, that's the rainbow cichlid fry, so let's move on to the next tank. Okay, so this is Trigger, and Trigger's tank is an absolute mess. Look at the state of it. That's all just bits of algae. There's no substrate in there. I could probably accuse myself of neglecting him at the moment. To be honest, it's not good. But when I say neglecting him, he's getting his water changes, he's getting well fed, and he looks fantastic, doesn't he? But the tank's a mess. Look at the scratches on the tank, and like I said, I'm thinking of getting rid of this tank and replacing it with a bigger tank for him. So I need to sort that out. And he's quite low down, but he's used to it now. He seems to be fine with that. But he's looking fantastic, isn't he? So I'm having a good old moan. And this is real fish keeping, guys. I've not done a water change. I think we're all guilty of doing our videos when we've cleaned the tanks, which is not a bad thing, but sometimes it's nice just to see it in all its glory. And that basically what all that is in there is bits of algae that I've scraped off. No matter what I do with this tank, it just seems to overload with algae, which is not great, but he's doing well in there. He looks brilliant. And his colour, look at his colour. He's you know, some days he can look really dull, but he's actually pulling it out for the video, guys, because he looks amazing when he's light like that. Do love him. Not the biggest trimac in the world, and you know, he's 10 inches, I reckon, from front to tail end. So, you know, I've had him, could he coming up for, what is it, 2 years have I had him nearly? So I would have thought he'd be bigger than that, but anyway, we've had that chat before, haven't we? So, but no, he's looking fantastic. He's amazing. We need to sort the tank out. I can fit another 2 foot on there, so I could put a 6 foot tank down there for him. This is a 4 foot, so I probably will do. Like I said, you know, we'll do something. He's fine for now. I mean, I've gone on about saying that I'm neglecting him, but I'm not really neglecting him. So don't panic, guys, and come for me, because I'm not really. Look at him there, what a shot that is. Looks amazing, doesn't he? Beautiful trimac cichlid. Rio Niltepic trimac. What a shot. Anyway, guys, let's move on to the next tank now. Okay, so this tank is my, well, I call it my overstock tank because it is overstocked, and This makes me nervous every time I turn the lights on in this tank, and I don't know why, because he's actually working out. It's not aggressive. The Carpenters and the Nicaraguan can be a little bit chasey, which is chasing other fish, and there's, you know, when I feed there's a little bit of aggression in there, but overall it's doing okay. There is unbelievable amount of colour in this tank, but it needs to be sorted out, so I do need to get that bigger tank in soon. There is, like, honestly, there's a Nicaraguan pair, a Carpenters, there's your Fyrum, a load of Fens, 2 Blue Spot, Argentea, Trimax, so a lot of potential aggression. But I think this is an example of it is Overstock, so the aggression is not as bad, because they don't know where to put it, because there's that much to think about, if that makes sense. And this is what they do with Malawis, isn't it? They overstock the Malawi tanks because of aggression. Simple as that. But I wouldn't recommend it, guys. This is not staying like this. It is going to change. I just need to get the tank, but it's working. It's fine. I'm okay with it, and I'm sure you'll agree the colour is immense. I'm having to do about 2 water changes a week on it though to keep the tank clean. As you can see at the moment, it's due a water change. It's still a bit mucky, and I will be doing that tomorrow. So yeah, that is the Overstock tank, I'll call it. But yeah, anyway guys, this video's been going on for long enough. I think it's about time we wrap this up, so let's go and wrap it up. Okay, so yeah, I just threw that together. If I'm honest, like I said, there was no plan. We just got the camera out and we went round the tanks and I chatted bubbles. I don't know what I was even saying, so I hope the video works out. I hope it makes sense, and more than anything, I hope you enjoyed it. And you know what, a massive thank you as always. The channel is doing great, the journey's amazing, there's more to come. You know, we'll do an unboxing video on those fish. We've got other stuff in the pipeline. So yeah, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Just press the subscribe button, ping the bell for notifications, and if you are subscribed to the channel, thank you so much, because it means a lot. So anyway guys, I'm going to shut up now because this video has gone on long enough, and I will see you on the next one.